Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Audio bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by Winamp. Subscribe to the Daily GizWiz and all your favorite podcasts with the ultimate media player. Download it for free at winamp.com. Video bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by CacheFly at CacheFly.com.
It's time for the Daily GizWiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1294 for Thursday, February 24th, 2011. Real-life Tetris and Angry Birds. And now, get ready for Dick. It's Thursday, but not just any Thursday. It's a rock and roll Thursday.
Does the GizWiz need another crappy theme? Yes, indeed. It's Thursday. The GizWiz needs. It's Thursday. Another crappy theme. It's Thursday. The GizWiz needs. It's Thursday. Another crappy theme.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from New York City, it's Dick DeBartolo.
Is that snoring or was that
It
applause?
might have been. It might have. Wake up, Alex.
Yeah.
It's time
And
for
he's
a
my biggest
rock and roll
fan. When you
Thursday.
put him to sleep, you know you're
He's
in trouble.
not that large. I don't know why you keep saying that. He's
yeah,
a growing
he's
boy.
one of my most medium fans.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tom Merritt, filling in for Leo Laporte, who is out on vacation as we're recording this episode of the Daily GizWiz. We miss him very much, but we're getting by. And as Dick has pointed out, I couldn't possibly ruin the show. So it's
No, that's the great thing about the Daily GizWiz. Well, Leo wanted to have Watson MC it. I said, that'll work too.
Do you have a gadget for me, Dick?
I do. It's again from Toy Fair. Now,
What is the gadget you're showing?
What is the gadget I'm showing?
That would be Watson hosting the show.
I'm sorry.
Because he can only do
I'm sorry.
Jeopardy. So he's going to,
Yes.
everything you say, he's going to answer in the form of a question.
Oh, okay. Let's do that again. Okay.
Do you have a
So-
gadget for me, Dick?
I do, Watson. You know about Toy Fair, Watson?
What is the largest toy convention on the East Coast of the United States?
Very good. This. I should have had Leo book Watson. This is
Well,
working
you probably should have.
way better.
I'm
But
cheap,
That's
too.
okay.
Yeah.
That's
I eat less, too.
Oh, you're getting a hat, by the way. Did you get your
Oh,
hat?
yeah. You know what? My hat's upstairs. I got it.
Okay, good.
I will grab it for Turn the Tables Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Very good. All right. So at Toy Fair, one of the PR people said that one of the trends there is to take video games and phone apps and turn them into real family games.
These used
Things
to be the only video games I could afford when I was young.
were
They'd have like the Pac-Man board game.
oh, right.
My parents would be like, "Well, we can't buy you the actual Pac-Man game, but we can get you the board game."
Oh, okay. Well, that trend is back. So your parents, when's your birthday? Because I can tell them what to buy you.
Oh yeah, it's in June.
It's in June. Okay,
Yeah.
it's just in
So
time.
will these
Just in
be out?
time.
Oh, awesome.
They will be out in June. For example, Tetris, a little video game. Tetris has been around for about 25 years. So at Toy Fair, Technosource came out with Tetris Link. Now, Tetris Link is you get the game stand, you get 100 of the different four-colored Tetris blocks, and the object is to slide the blocks down between that plastic console and keep your color going, but put it in such a way that you will block the line of colors that your opponent is using. So you get 100 of those little game pieces, and you get the game console, the game tower. They call it the game tower. And the whole thing is going to be under $20. So that I'm doing two things today. So that's Tetris Link. And I asked about the rules. I said, are you allowed to use a hacksaw and cut corners off the pieces?
Ooh, yeah, good question.
Yeah. No. And my second question, can you use a mallet to make them fit? Again, no.
Well,
I
you
mean,
can, but it's against the rules, you're saying.
It's again, you know what? If you bought this early on, my guess no one would know what the rules were.
Well, I'm just a little sad that they didn't put minor explosives in there. So when you actually like in Tetris, when you lock the pieces together, they disappear.
Yeah, nah, for $20, maybe for $100 they might do that. But that's one version of a video game come to life. And the second one is, what do you think the biggest game app is on iPods?
Biggest game app on
on
iOS. Well, it would either be Cut the Rope or Angry Birds.
Angry Birds.
Oh yeah,
Angry Birds. Okay, so now we have a play at home, play with the family version called Angry Birds Knock on Wood.
So these are plastic Angry Birds?
These are plastic Angry Birds. And they actually said they should call it Knock on Plastic because the wood is plastic. So they actually have invented a little game. And, I told you, just give me a quick overview. So basically, you pick a card from a deck. The card shows you what sort of structure you should build. But then you hand that card to your opponent to build the structure as it looks in the picture. Because if you were to build it yourself, you could build it, like in a flimsy way.
Right.
So that,
because you're just taking the plastic blocks and piling them up. You could make them a little off center, make it easy for them to fall over.
Oh, you've played this game.
I've cheated at many a game. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it comes with a little spring-loaded catapult.
No, it doesn't. It has a real little. It has a little catapult. So you're not just throwing the birds. You're playing the whole thing.
You're playing the whole thing. And let's see, that's for, oh, yeah. And again, sticky rules. No crazy glue allowed when you're building the structure that your opponent has to knock down.
They think of everything.
They do. They think of everything. So Angry Birds is going to be, I think, under $15. And that's also another
now,
thing coming.
Again, another opportunity for small explosives. Because the pigs in Angry Birds, the app, don't always get destroyed. So you could have the little plastic pigs set off with a minor explosive that would make them burst at the proper level of pressure when the pieces of wood hit them.
Yeah, I wonder if you glue. I wonder, first of all, do you know what caps are? Do you remember caps?
Oh, yeah, I used to have a cap gun.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe if you glued caps.
The little tape with little dots of gunpowder, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Maybe that would be an option.
Huh.
Probably lawsuits and silly things like that prevents them from having these things blow up on your kitchen table.
I don't understand why that's such a problem anymore. We used to blow small things up all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah,
and look at us. We may be missing a finger or two, but we're fine.
Yeah, we are, basically.
Yeah.
Jump a mile at a loud noise, but outside of that, nothing is wrong with us.
Car backfires and we hit the deck, but it's a minor problem unless you're driving.
A minor problem. So 2 new gadgets from Toy Fair. I'm just looking here. Yeah, so Tetris Link under $20. And Angry Birds Knock on Wood is going to be under $15. And they're both coming in spring.
So these are targeted at kids. I mean, they're kids of all ages, I suppose you could say.
5 and 6 years and up.
Yeah, okay. Because if you're on the audio version, even the Tetris thing is big plastic blocks. It's like playing blocks.
Yeah,
it's a little bit like Connect 4, but with Tetris blocks.
Exactly, and colorful. I like color.
Yeah,
I like color.
A little neon color there.
Yes.
Well, good stuff from the Toy Fair. I suppose we should take a break for one of our sponsors before we get to the letters, eh?
That would be a good idea.
DeBartolo, Meds Maddest, right with Sarah Fowler, and another Med Minute.
Here's an incredible offer from Alfco Industries.
It's a space-age scientific breakthrough called Mr. Fire Stick.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's yesterday's sponsor.
Oh, no, I can't believe it. All right, I will. I'll get us another sponsor by tomorrow. That
Okay.
was a riot.
Yeah, well, they didn't pay their Fire Stick didn't pay their bill,
No.
so we can't
What do
run
they
their
think they are? Mail route? Those people.
.info.
.info?
All right, well, I guess we'll just go right into the letters then.
Here come the letters. The letters. Here come the GizWiz letters now. Here come the Giz. I said the GizWiz letters now. Oh.
I recognize that voice singing that song.
Yeah.
Is that Eddie Cochran?
No, yeah, it is. It is. Very good. Very good. What an ear you have.
You're like a tin can.
Yeah. And Daryl Holmquist writes, Dick, you are so much like Walt Disney, which really got my attention.
You mean his head has been removed and frozen and placed under Disney World?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Wow.
It's frozen right next to my sea urn. I hear that the Disneyland Railroad is shut down due to weather. You know, we had the snowiest February ever. Oh, did you know, Tom, I have trains that run in my backyard?
Yeah. I've seen pictures of them.
Yeah, G-scale trains. So he says, Dick, I hear that the Disneyland Railroad is shut down due to the weather. That means you run it just like Walt Disney ran his railroad, the Carroll Wood Pacific Railroad. Do you know about Walt Disney's backyard railroad? It's considered the most amazing backyard railroad ever created. He designed letterhead stationery, luggage tags, and even a logo for his railroad. He didn't like the way real railroads ran their trains and even their mottos. They advertised they ran all-weather routes. After too many cold winters in the Midwest, he decided his railroad would only run in fair weather. Thus, the logo he created for the railroad himself is the fair weather route. You run your railroad just like Walt did. You're a smart man just like Walt. I do not have the money just like Walt. That part is lacking.
Right, but you're still alive.
That's true. That's true. But do
I'm
you
trying to
know
think of other
that-
advantages that you had.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Carolwood.com. Now, Walt Disney's barn has been moved to Griffith Park.
In
where
Los
there
Angeles.
in Los Angeles.
Well, that's
and
all
there
weather.
is a thing there called the live steamers. So you can still, I don't know if they let you ride them, but there are still steam trains in Griffith Park. And the barn that Walt Disney had, the entire barn has been moved to be near those trains. So if you, there you go. Yeah, see my train.
He was such a large man. I had no idea.
Yeah,
In the
know.
picture we're looking at, he sits across
I know. That's
two
a
boxcars.
Union Pacific freight train. Yeah.
I mean, I knew he was larger than life, but to actually be the size of two boxcars is pretty hilarious.
Speaking of trains, have you seen Unstoppable?
No, I've seen the trailer for Unstoppable, but I have not seen the movie.
It is not the Leo Laporte story. It is the story of a runaway train. It's really good. Really good.
And it's based very loosely, I hear, but based on a true story, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think they took some leeway there, but
yeah,
it's
took some Hollywood
really
liberties.
exciting. You know, it's not one of those, adventure films where you go in and you're there for the wrecks. You're there for the runaway stuff. You're there for the action.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of those movies spend 55 minutes so that we can learn about the characters and care about the characters. Well, Unstoppable, about 3 minutes in, some idiot accidentally lets a train out of the yard without an engineer at full throttle. So the action comes early on and is really fun.
And I guess this is possible because trains have a lot of automatic systems.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but they find ways that the automatic systems don't work. You know, people conveniently forget to do things. That's why even though it looks like Santa Fe colors, it has a totally different name pasted over it. But it's a lot of fun. It's the
Albuquerque Railroad.
Yeah, exactly.
The Lordsburg, New Mexico Railroad.
Yeah, right. The Santa Fe.
Santa Fe, yeah.
The Santa Fe Railroad.
Totally different railroad.
Yeah,
totally imaginary because it has the word "faux" in it.
Yeah.
How would you possibly confuse that with a real thing? All right. Well, excellent letter, excellent gadgets. Can't wait for the Gadget Warehouse Friday coming up tomorrow.
I'll be here.
DAILY. It's the Daily GizWiz. It's the Daily GizWiz. It's the Daily GizWiz.
It makes its own gravy.